knew I brought Dario here for something. No, I actually came to Belize 12, 13 years ago when I was traveling Central and South America looking for an opportunity. I was a lot younger and very naive. I hadn't been humbled by life yet, just yet. But I met Dario in Ecuador, and we had begun doing some things. But Ecuador, they didn't speak English, and my wife didn't like that. The water was not as blue in Ecuador. What other problems? They didn't have the dollar, the U.S. dollar. So we were really connected in Ecuador. But when I came here, my wife made it very clear that this would be the only place that she would probably come and visit because I remember her throwing up a few times in the roads of Ecuador. So, when I came here, I started investing actually in Reef Village, buying and selling and developing ideas and seeing some of the incredible projects. The cocoa beaches, and I had seen things that I'd never seen in Florida and building, and I really opened my eyes to what can be done. In the US, they don't allow these things to be done. The regulation and the oversight, it just doesn't make dreams and visions possible. But here I saw an opportunity to do something really unique. So after a lot of bumps and failures and humbling here on the island, I saw something similar to that right there. It looked just like this. And to what you see now is the bridge, and as if it was that maybe 4 years ago. But I just really want to thank some people that made this happen, because really there'd be no possible way that this happened without these people. And I think it's important to publicly thank them. And I'll start from the very top with my Belizean family. My muscle, right? Everybody has to have muscle on the island. The enforcer, the one that really takes care of business. The mother of my Belizean family, the La Jefa, Tula Ayuso. I met her up north in a project that I lost a good amount of money, right? But I don't consider it a loss, because what I gained there was a return on my investment in Tula far greater than any dollar that I lost there. But what I didn't realize, actually I learned it very quickly over at that other resort, that she was a package deal, right? Most people can never dream of working with their spouse, but Tula actually thrives with John Lizama. And John's good, because I'm afraid to yell at Tula when things get bad. So I take it all out on John. I don't know where he's at, but I appreciate John's support. He really put a lot of effort to making this happen. Also at that resort, I ran into this guy, Ray. Raymond, I mean, it's a resort that keeps giving, and he taught me the valuable lesson that if you don't enjoy and love what you do, you're really not going to be happy. And he just makes life simple for us, and I love him for that. And I guess Lucky, now that we have a restaurant, Lucky came from that resort too. Yeah. So that's my Belizean Como operations team, and then we got the construction team, and this guy right here, Emeterio Sansores. If you go into the museum in Tampa, there's a Salvador Dali stairwell, very similar to this, and it goes actually all the way up. And in Tampa, we build a lot of houses and stairs, and I promise you that not one of my contractors would ever be able to do that. But this guy, with no problem, built this. He built over water, right? Things that I never knew could be done. I had no idea how to build this, but this guy did it, no problem. So your whole team, Emmanuel, I don't know if he's here. But the whole construction team, I love them, I support them, and I hope we do a lot of more fun things to be in the future. Um, Flora, just because you're here, my money lady. um, okay, okay. So the other hard lesson I learned was at Reef Village. You know, I had some bumps and bruises and lost some, gained some, but I also, once again, my investment was well spent in getting the guy that actually one of the cornerstones of why I have the confidence and faith to invest, right? Because if I keep losing money and failing at projects, I had to believe that at some point it was going to pay off. And unless I trusted the people with the dollars and cents to make it happen, I would never ever have dreamed to do this. And for that, Mr. David Correa, you know, I could offer him 10 times what I pay him here, and he tells me to jump in a lake. Actually, I think that applies to everybody, which I find absolutely amazing about your island and your country, is that I can offer anybody a lot of money to come to Florida and do a job similar, and they all would tell me no. And I find that absolutely amazing, that people care more about, because in essence you're living what we all dream to retire to, right? You guys are amazing. I'll leave the last things to my family. You know, they once again are invaluable to me. You
Come
know,
on, Rick.
my wife, right? She doesn't really get a lot of credit, but without words, I don't have to say it. My daughters, right? They're sacrificing to be here. Missing big soccer games right now. You have a future professional soccer player right there. And Angelina, right? She's probably. This project was very hard. I remember sitting at the pier. It was about 100 feet out, and it was just the beams and the piles. And I was sitting on the pier. The contractor that I was working with, he wasn't doing right. You know, things happened. Things weren't moving the way I liked. It was going out of budget. I was losing money. And I looked at the budget and the cash flow, and financially there was no way that it would ever happen. It wouldn't make money. It wasn't going to be what I wanted to be as far as money, right? But you know, I realized that I named this project after my daughter, Lina, for a purpose. And that purpose was that I knew that under no circumstances would her name be associated with a project that failed. And I just wanted her to be proud, and that whether I lost money or made money, it was going to be a success. So for you, Angelina, also invaluable. To the minister and to the mayor, I hope and pray that this is a blessing to your island, as it's been to me. And I hope that we bring tourists and experiences and a joy that it brings to me, right? It's all about family, and it's all about simplicity and loving what you do and your family. And at the end, that's all that matters. And I leave that with you, all of you, and blessings and my love and thanks. Anybody that I left out, I'm sorry. Everybody that came, despite hurricanes, and that's here today, I love you all, and thank you very much.